Hello children, good morning students. Today we are going to teach computer class 5th. In this book we are going to teach chapter number 1, computer hardware. So let's start. A computer system is made up of many components of parts. Each component performs a special task. All the components work together to operate a computer system. There are some components such as keyboard, mouse, and monitor, which you can see that are present outside the computer system. However, there are some other components that are present inside the computer, which you cannot see, and still other components that can be seen partly from outside. In this chapter, we will learn about various hardware components that make up a computer system. Hardware components of a computer system. The various hardware components that make up a computer system can be broadly divided into three categories. Point number one, input devices. Point number two, output devices. And point number three, components inside the CPU box. Let us discuss these hardware components in detail. Input devices. Data and instructions must be entered into a computer system in order to carry out various tasks. The data entry tasks are carried out by the input devices. You have already learned about keyboard, mouse, and scanner as the input devices. Let us learn about some other input devices. Joystick. A joystick is an input device which is used to change the position of the cursor or any other object on the screen. Joysticks are popularly used for playing video games. Light pen. A light pen is also an input device. It is shaped like a pen. A light pen is connected to the video. It allows the user to draw or point to objects on the computer screen or the monitor. Microphone. A microphone is used to input sound into a computer. It helps in recording your voice or other sounds. Graphic tablet. A graphic tablet is an input device. It is used to draw images and pictures on the computer's screen in a similar way as you draw pictures with a pencil on a paper. A graphic tablet consists of a flat surface on which a user can draw using a pen-like drawing device called stylus. Graphic tablets are of great use for capturing the handwritten signatures of people. Barcode reader. A barcode reader is a device used to read barcodes. A barcode is a pattern printed in lines of different thickness that can be seen on many products. A barcode reader interprets these lines to input the information of a product into a computer system. Barcodes are widely used in supermarkets for recording the sale of items quickly. Touch screen. A touch screen is a touch-sensitive computer display screen that can also act as an input device. It can identify the presence and position of a touch inside the display region. The touch screens are easy to use and are often found in public places such as ATMs, ticket collection terminals, and airports. MICR. MICR stands for Magnetic Ink Character Reader. It is a special type of device used for processing checks in banks. The number codes at the bottom of the checks are written using a special ink called magnetic ink. MICRs are used to read these characters. Output devices. An output unit is responsible for producing the output in user readable form. You have already learned about two output devices, monitors and speakers. Let us learn about some other output devices. Printer. A printer is a device used to display text and pictures from computer on paper or other medium such as transparencies. The output of the printer is in a permanent readable form known as the hard copy. Printers vary in size, speed, cost, and quality of printing. Printers can be classified into two broad categories: impact and non-impact printers. Impact printers, printers that make a mark on paper by striking a head or a needle on the ink ribbon are called impact printers. These printers are slow, noisy, and are not used for highly quality printing. Dot matrix printer is an example of an impact printer. Point number two, non-impact printers. Non-impact printers do not strike the print head against the ink ribbon and hence generate less noise. These printers are faster than the impact printers. Two common types of non-impact printers are laser and inkjet printers. Of these, laser printers are very fast as compared to other printers. Plotter. A plotter is a special type of printer used for producing high-quality graphs or diagrams. Plotters are used by engineers, architects, and map makers to print plans of buildings, diagrams of machines, or large-scale maps. Components inside a CPU box. Various hardware components such as motherboard, processor or CPU, memory chips, RAM and ROM, hard disk drive and SMPS are present inside the CPU box. Let us discuss some of these components in detail. SMPS. SMPS stands for Switched Mode Power Supply. SMPS converts the incoming electricity into proper voltage and supplies it to the other parts inside the CPU box. Motherboard. A motherboard is the main board that holds many of the crucial components of a computer system. It allows all the parts to receive power and communicate with one another. The motherboard holds the processor, memory chips, and several cards such as sound card, video card, and modem. These cards play an important role. The sound card lets the computer play sounds and music. The video card allows the computer to display video, graphics, and animation. The modem allows the computer to connect to the internet. Processor or CPU. The processor or the CPU is the brain of a computer system. It is present on the motherboard. CPU processes the data and instructions provided through the input devices. It then passes on the results of processing to the output devices. Memory chips. Memory chips are one of the important components of computer hardware. The two types of memory chips present on the motherboard are RAM and ROM. Number one, RAM. RAM stands for random access memory. RAM is placed in the form of a chip on the motherboard. RAM is a read and write memory. Information can be written onto and read from RAM. When a computer starts, it loads the operating system into RAM. While you are working on any program, you are actually working on the program loaded in the RAM. However, RAM is volatile memory. It retains the stored information as long as the power is switched on. When the power supply is switched off, the information in the RAM is lost. The amount of RAM stored in a computer affects the number and size of programs that a computer can run simultaneously. Point number two, ROM. ROM stands for read-only memory. It is also a computer chip. It is also a memory chip on which data is pre-recorded. Once data has been written onto a ROM chip, it cannot be removed and can only be read. ROM is non-volatile memory. That is, it retains the contents even when the power is switched off. ROM is used for storing a special software called BIOS, Basic Input Output System. The BIOS helps to load the operating system when a computer is system switched on. Ports. Ports are the inlets present on the CPU box that let you plug various devices such as mouse, keyboard, or printer to the computer system. Disk drives. The disk drives in a computer are the devices that let you store and retrieve data and applications on the storage devices such as hard disk, CD, and DVD. A hard disk is the main storage devices device found inside a computer. It can store large amounts of data. All the work done on a computer can be stored on the hard disk. CDs are circular in shape and can store lots of data. A DVD looks like a CD but is capable of storing 6 times more data than a CD. They can be easily carried around to move data from one computer to another. CD and DVD drives are used to read and write information on a CD or a DVD respectively.